Good evening. Welcome to the Pearl Report. I'm Diana Lin. In 20 years' time, 1 in 3 people in Hong Kong will be aged 65 or above. For many elderly people, it's not how long you have to live, but how well you can live. A new tech known as Geron technology being rolled out in Hong Kong is geared to help people in their twilight years to enhance their medical care, their mobility, their memory, their moods, and alleviate caregivers' burdens. Sai Ying Poon. Tong Yi and her husband moved to this tenement flat when they retired in 1987.
Many memories here. Don't want to go elsewhere.
Her husband died 20 years ago from gastritis.
I was left to live here alone. I got used to being alone.
Now 89, she used to visit the St. James Settlement Elderly Community Centre in Sheung Wan.
At the centre, I talked with people I know, made me happier.
But she stopped going after falling down in her kitchen last August.
I broke my bone here.
She had hip surgery at Queen Mary Hospital. Returning home, she seldom ventured out again.
My legs can't walk.
She lives on the 5th floor.
I can't climb the stairs.
In Hong Kong, there are lots of buildings. They still don't have any escalator. So for the elderly, when they need to get down or go out, it is quite hard for them to explore others' activity outside.
Hong Kong has about 9,900 tenement buildings, 40 years or older, with no lifts, 15% of them in Central and Western District. Development Bureau data in 2013 show nearly 100,000 elderlies need help climbing stairs. Alison Yung, who works at the community centre, learnt of Tong's plight and introduced her to a new technology, a stair climber.
婆婆，我而家將你嘅成個人落後先下。好，咁我開始㗎啦喎。
你要掌握到嗰個平衡點，但係你捉唔到個平衡點就有咁嘅可能性，會連人連車跌翻落去咯。一定要係首先將佢斜咗個部機，咁啊上樓梯嘅時間咧就永遠都要拉到嚟級邊，拍好咗上樓梯掣，咁我就撳呢個咁嘅起動掣，一撳佢咧部機咧就會起，咁樣就上完一級。
St. James Settlement bought 2 stair climbers last year at $100,000 each.
Stair climber cost quite huge. Not many households can buy one. So we buy this equipment and hope to share among the community.
About 40 old people in Central and Western District alone are booking the stair climbers, usually for medical appointments and family gatherings. They have to pay $120 to $200 for the transport of the machine to and from their home. But the cost limits many old people from using the stair climber except for special occasions. Tong is planning to book a stair climber next month.
My daughter says she'll come on the 20th to celebrate Mid-Autumn Festival with me and take me for a buffet meal. I'll be very happy if I can go.
But Alison says more needs to be done.
We need other service for them, like transportation, the elder going out. They need other people to escort them, buying grocery. If we just move them from home to downstairs, we cannot fulfill the whole wishes for the elders. The wheels is not that durable enough to roll out in Hong Kong streets. It's easy to break if it touch water. So maybe hope the next generation of the climber can design something more durable to using outside.
The stair climber is a typical example for the geotechnology products. This technology to help the elderly improving their life.
The term Geron technology is first coined by Dutch scholar Jan Grafmans in 1989. It was the theme of a first-of-its-kind expo in Hong Kong this June. Government data show in 2 decades' time, the number of people aged 65 or above will double to 2.37 million, or 30% of the population. In 50 years, they'll make up 40%. And life expectancy for men would rise from 81.3 to 87.1, and for women from 87.3 to 93.1.
It's a growing market, even though people get more healthy, but you do have a lot of needs of technologies that helps you to monitor your health situation, to travel around, to live better.
Our Hong Kong Foundation is an NGO researching public policies. It's identified 56 gerund technology products in use in Hong Kong. Most are made locally.
The products that is available, the variety is not wide enough. You don't have a lot of people thinking about local problems for the elderly. For example, what they need to have better preventive care, disease management, technologies.
3 of the 5 R&D centers under the Innovation and Technology Bureau have produced gerund technology-related products. Leung Kun Chau has eczema. He's consulting Dr. Wilson Fung online.
For this patient, I've been seeing him a couple of times, and his skin problem seems to have a relapse, and that's why he wants to see me again.
I feel itchy, very uncomfortable sleeping at night, and I don't dare scratch it because it'll break the skin and will be hard to heal.
After a consultation, Dr. Fung sends medicine to the patient via a courier. Usually within half an hour, patients can pay in cash or by bank transfer.
Having his checkup online is exactly the same as seeing the doctor face-to-face. The effect is the same.
Cheung Kin Chung runs the home for the elderly where Leung lives. Dr. Fung usually sees Leung there.
I tried to find him, but he was busy the whole week. It's more convenient online, easier to arrange the time.
About 900 elderly people have used a free app called Dr. Now to access some 30 doctors, including Dr. Fung. Consultation, medicine, and courier cost $380 in total.
A lot of the technology applications will be easier to be adopted by these to-be retired baby boomers. They're more willing to try and even buy for the purpose of more convenience.
It's easier for Mr. Leung because he often goes online to watch movies or play games. I am confident that he'll be able, without our help, to use the app directly to find the doctor.
For now, Cheung helps Leung and another resident use the app. He says it takes 30 minutes to find a doctor and book an appointment. To show the patient's symptoms.
We usually use the online medical platform for follow-up checks of the elderly's ailments. Symptoms must be visible, such as for skin or eye diseases. The first consultation would be face-to-face. The second can be online. No need to go to the clinic. It eases everyone's burden.
The medical system at the moment is difficult to cope with more elderly require medical service. I believe one of the solutions is to practice video consultation.
Patients want to find a doctor immediately when they want to. They don't want to wait for the appointment. There's a research among the elderly older than 60-year-old for 100 people. They have average waiting time of specialist clinic in Hong Kong for 15 months.
Doctors' visits take 3 to 4 hours. They can't walk, can't get a ride. We have to arrange transport and a caregiver to go with them. It's hard.
But some ailments can't be checked online.
The gristle in the knee is worn down.
An artificial metal joint has been implanted. He has it checked once a year at Queen Elizabeth Hospital.
I have an X-ray exam. How can you X-ray online?
Would a lack of physical examination lead to misdiagnosis?
Yes, I agree to that, certainly.
If you want to apply this mode of practice widely in Hong Kong, first concern is I give consultation to one patient, but then happen I misdiagnose. I don't want to have medical liability of mistreat the patient. And the law is not clearly written down what should I do and what should not be done to the patients.
Some old women say they don't trust online checkups. Better to see a doctor face-to-face. You don't touch me or use a stethoscope to listen to me. How can an illness be cured?
Cheung says cost is another concern. Leung pays for the consultations with his healthcare vouchers.
It's expensive, so my healthcare vouchers are used up quickly. I have $4,000 this year, $2,000 gone in 3 months.
People 65 or over can get $2,000 in vouchers annually to spend on medical services. One can accumulate 2 years' worth.
Geotechnology products quite expensive in general. The current voucher schemes cannot support those elderly to buy those products. So if we can further extend these vouchers, I think at least it is an encouragement for the elderly to try some geotechnology products.
Gerontechnology for sorting drugs.
The machine will automatically generate a bag which stores the required drugs for them.
Technology lends a hand to caregivers for the elderly.
Using zero lifting reduces physical labor.
Stay with us. Welcome back to the Pearl Report. Gerontechnology can ease the load of caregivers of the elderly, and this new technology can also help old folks with memory loss and make them laugh. This is Kabo-chan, a Japanese-made robot.
咁其實南瓜仔咧就可以根據人同佢嘅互動咧作出唔同反應啦。你好啊，南瓜仔。啊，佢會應你啦，話啊我幾好喎。你知下佢個板底會笑嘅。
Last year, this home for the elderly adopted Kabo-chan for a 10-month pilot study.
我哋想去比較呢個陪伴機械人。
We wanted to compare the different effects of this robot and a traditional baby doll on elderly people with cognitive disorder.
Half of the 26 residents were given robots, the rest dolls. Chen Lai-yin has a robot. Lai-yin developed moderate dementia 3 years ago.
Memory, attention span, and learning ability deteriorated.
We noticed her becoming muddled about date and time.
The robot can function like an animated alarm clock.
You can enter information to make it, for example, wake up at 7. When it's time to wake up, it will talk to you in a happy tone. But when it's time to sleep, maybe at 8 o'clock, it will yawn. With the robot, the elderly can tell, oh, the robot is going to sleep. It must be nighttime. When it wakes up, they know it's morning.
Peric says the robots can improve concept of time for elderlies.
She's clearer now on date and time. She speaks more logically and is happier.
We hope to stimulate their sensations more, to make them interact more with the outside world, and slow down the decline of their cognitive ability.
Old people using Kabo-chan also show less aggressive behavior than those using traditional dolls in the trial.
They can't communicate well verbally. If they want to say something, they might become a nuisance to get others' attention. With the robot, the old people interact more with it, so they don't have the time to be a nuisance.
The biggest obstacle is we have to translate the Japanese instruction book.
Some of the robotics that is imported, they speak different language. And if we don't have expertise to localize it, then obviously that will hinder the usage of the product.
Sam Mack is a nurse in a Yuen Long elderly home for the blind. Each resident has 4 cells of medicine each day, 8 a.m., 12 p.m., 4 p.m., 8 p.m., all QR coded. Sam scans the code before retrieving the meds.
It's 12 p.m. now. I can scan Kwok Yun Ha's 12 p.m. medicine and distribute it on time. The QR code can only be scanned if the distribution time is correct. It's correct if the screen turns white. If I distribute the meds at the wrong time, like it's 12 o'clock, but I scan the QR code for 1600 hours, the screen turns red and emits a sound telling me it's wrong.
Wrong. He recalled making a mistake while working at another old people's home, which still put meds in bottles marked with the time for taking them.
For instance, a bottle of 8 o'clock meds and one for 10 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, I took the 10 o'clock bottle and distributed it wrongly. Lucky it was just painkillers. This system reduces the chance of me making mistakes and eases the stress in my daily work.
Currently, 20 homes for the aged in Hong Kong are using the QR distribution system.
Our target is 0 accident to ensure the accuracy and effectiveness of the drug management.
Nurse Joyce took a month to get used to the system.
They require us to scan the QR code straight on. We often scanned in the wrong position.
It's quite hard to change the mentality as they has already adapted to their work pattern. We have to educate them to get use of the assistive equipment.
Joyce also sorts medicine.
Check the medicine's name, 1 pill, once a day. That's right. Then we take the meds out and put a pill in each cell.
Each QR box holds meds for 7 days, so we can sort the meds 7 days in advance.
Joyce says meds used to be sorted every day.
After I distribute the medicine at 8 o'clock today, I have to sort the medicine for 8 tomorrow. We had to hurry sometimes. Now we don't have to rush to sort out tomorrow's meds, leaves more time for other nursing duties.
It is quite time-consuming for the caregiver to sort the drugs manually. If we can use some technology which automatically shorten the drugs, it will be benefit to both the patients and the caregivers.
Automatic drug dispensing machines are used only in Queen Elizabeth, Tung Wah and Yan Chai hospitals. Patients' prescriptions are input into a computer hooked to the machine. Caregivers fill the 84 cells in the machine, each with one type of meds prescribed.
The machine will know what kind of the drugs this patient needs and what time they need to take the medicine. So that machine will automatically generate a bag which is stored the required drugs.
But when a cell runs out of medicine, the machine automatically stops.
The most optimal process would be to fill the cells to the fullest so that the machine can continuously operate without interruption. But it will need large quantities of the drugs. To achieve this, we do have this need of pulling drugs from different patients together into the cells.
The 2007 Guidelines on Drug Management for Residential Care Homes for the Elderly says,
the medicine of each home for the elderly resident should be stored separately in a fixed cell of the medicine cabinet to avoid mixing up the resident's meds. Each cell can only store one resident's medicine.
That means residential care homes for the elderly can't use a drug dispensing machine.
But in the hospital, we don't have such kind of limitation. The drug handling manual is a little bit outdated, and the Department of Health and Social Welfare Department can make some changes to match the current advancement of the technology.
The government says a working group comprising representatives from social welfare and health departments, as well as the hospital authority, is reviewing and updating the guidelines. Chan Chi-wai has been in a 2-year training course to be a caregiver since graduating from high school.
When I was in Form 6, I listened to a talk by the Navigation Scheme for Young Persons in Care Service. It asked me for my phone number. If there's a vacancy, it'd contact me, and in the end, it did.
The scheme places youngsters in homes for the elderly.
Frankly, I enjoyed being with the elderly.
Some younger member just resign after one day. Well, maybe some feel the job is so hard.
Some residents can't walk properly, and you have to carry them, putting one hand beneath his shoulder and another beneath his bottom, and using your strength to pull him up. Actually, we can easily injure our hands.
Social Welfare Department data shows about 22% of the navigation scheme's young care workers quit this year.
We worry the situation. Also, coupled with the aging of our own employees, we try every alternative to recruit the new staff to join the service.
To help caregivers, this old people's home installed a ceiling hoist in each of the 7 rooms on its 5th floor.
First, we'll prepare the ceiling hoist, turn it on, and then put the sling across the back of the resident. Tie it firmly on the hoist, use the remote control to lift him up, and transfer him to the chair. Using zero lifting is better because it reduces physical labor.
Installing the ceiling hoists cost about $500,000 in total, but government guidelines for old people's homes to apply for public funding allows a maximum $52,100 for ceiling hoists.
With that upper limit, it's not enough for us to install the zero lifting for the whole floor. If the government can help us in this perspective, it would be good.
Meanwhile, the home raised private funds for the hoists.
Digital technology products can reduce manpower intensive work and also let them more focused to take care of the elderly. So I think with digital technology products, actually more teenagers are more willing to join this industry to support the elderly.
Well, thank you for watching our show. It will be re-aired on Monday, Tuesday and Saturday, as well as online and on mobile apps. Until next time, from the Pearl Report team, good night, good luck and good health.